Hello, everyone. My name is Arthenius Jackson, and I am the founder and director of a nonprofit organization called One Touch Transformation. I am not able to join you all this evening, but I would like to say congratulations and that I'm proud of you, Ms. Tyleek, for hosting an event such as this, because I know it is not easy for everyone to discuss this topic, and it's most certainly not easy to even host an event such as this whenever you're talking about sexual abuse. So congratulations, and I'm proud of you for taking this step. I'm not able to join you all because I'm actually in Hartsville with a group of girls, and I'll tell you more about that a little later on as I'm telling you about myself. But I am from Hartsville, South Carolina, but I currently reside right here in Florence. I am a graduate of Francis Marion University class of 2009, and I am also a former employee of FMU. In 2016, I left my job to dedicate my time full time to One Touch Transformation. But a little bit more about myself. When I was 6 years old, I was molested by a family member, and I kept silent about it. I didn't say anything to anyone, not my parents, not my two older brothers, cousins, friends, no one. I suffered with that brutal secret and suffered in silence for 20 long years, and there were numerous effects that came with sexual abuse. I dealt with, of course, suicidal thoughts. I dealt with self-esteem issues. I never felt like I was pretty enough. I could never accept who I was. It was just so hard for me to really love myself or love anything about myself. So I wore a mask for many years, for many, many years. I pretended that I loved myself. I hid behind my smile. Even growing up in the church, it was just hard to even think about what happened to me. I felt like no one would accept me, no one would believe me, and just really love me for who I was, even though I was hurting deep down inside. And coming from a very strong, religious background, it made it even harder to say anything because it was just a topic that was never discussed, not in the family, not in the community, and not in our churches. It was just unheard of. So because no one ever talked about it, or because no one ever brought up the subject or discussed it, I just felt like no one ever went through it. I felt like no one would understand. No one would understand my feelings. No one would ever understand my thought process. No one would even just understand anything about me. So I pretended to be this happy girl all the time. I excelled in school. I was very active in church. I sang on the choir, did everything that I, thought I was supposed to do. But in the back of my mind, I still had that secret. In my heart, I was still holding on to that secret. And I tried to blot it out as much as I could, to the point where I wanted to just forget that it ever happened, never wanted to bring it up. And then what made it even harder was that I would still see my abuser from time to time because he was still in the same area. He's still living in the same area to this day. But to make a long story short, in 2013, I sat down with my family and I shared my story with them for the very first time. It was one of the hardest things that I've ever done in my life, but at the same time, it was one of the best things. I'm getting teary-eyed right now, not because I'm sad, but they're tears of joy because I can just think about that night when I shared that awful secret with them, and they were so supportive. And a lot of people do not receive the support that they need and that they long for from loved ones, from family and close friends. But I can say that I am grateful, and God has blessed me with an incredible family that shows me so much support. My father being a pastor, he does all that he can to support me. He and my mom, they continue to love me and support me in everything that I do. They were never against me seeking help. I was able to go to counseling and therapy for many months just so I can deal with what I had gone through, and so I can face who I was and who I am now and who I could be in the future. So counseling and therapy was extremely helpful. It helped me to realize that what happened to me did not have to dictate who I can be or who I will be in the future. And that's why I survived. I no longer let my past hold me back or keep me from doing the things that I want to do. My past does not determine who I am or who I will be. So during the year of 2013, I spent time in counseling and therapy sessions, learning who I am and who I was and who I could be, seeking the help that I need. And like I said, it was extremely helpful. And from the first time that I shared my story, after with my family, I've met some incredible survivors, those who have had the same experience as me, who share the same story, and it has been an incredible journey. So after seeking help and going through my sessions, I knew that there was something more that I needed and something that I wanted to give back to the community, and especially those who have gone through the same experience. So I started One Touch Transformation January 2014, and our mission is to educate the community about sexual abuse and empower and educate all survivors and all victims. And I like to say that One Touch Transformation is not just for victims and survivors, but it's for anyone who has gone through any kind of traumatic experience, because I know everyone may not experience sexual abuse, but I guarantee that there is someone that who has. So we have all been affected by sexual abuse, whether directly or indirectly. So our organization is to just give others hope, to let them know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and to let you know that you do not have to remain broken, you do not have to remain in your past, and you do not have to allow your past dictate where you are going or who you can be. So I'm excited about this journey that I've been on, and I'm happy that I've been able to share this journey with you. And I'm also want to let you know how you can help, because everyone can help in any kind of way, in some kind of way, whether it's big or small. Most of you may not know, or some of you may know, but next month, April, is Sexual Assault Awareness Month. And every year, we're always having an event just to celebrate Sexual Assault Awareness Month. Even though we're always raising awareness and offering all of the preventative measures that we all can take. We do that year round, but April is Sexual Assault Awareness Month, and it's also Child Abuse Prevention Month. So next month we are hosting a workshop called Family Affair. It's April the 12th. It's on a Friday from 8:30 to 4, and all day we're gonna have different speakers coming in giving us some great presentations. Our special guest is the Honorable Alan Wilson, the South Carolina Attorney General. We also have speakers coming from Columbia, and our local presenters are going to be from Empower to Heal in the Florence County Sheriff Office. So if you would like to either help or attend the workshop, you can go to our page on Facebook under One Touch Transformation, or you can go to our website, onett.me, click on the link, and you can register with Eventbrite. So again, that date is Friday, April the 12th, 2019 at the SIMT building at Florence Arlington Tech. So if you are interested in helping, or if you would like to attend, shoot me a message and let me know. Also, April the 17th, we are having what we call Spark the Convo. We started this last year, and it's where we take the conversation into the church, because we know that abuse has been and is still going on in the congregation. And so there are so many, people in the church body who are hurting. And for me, it is my duty to help them and to point them in the right direction, and especially leaders of the church, let them know what resources are available in the area. So with Spark the Convo, we take the resources to the church and let them know, like, here's where you can go, this is who you can talk to. And we're sparking the conversation, because it is important to have the conversation, not only within our community and in our homes, but also in the church, because there's a lot of folks that are hurting in the church, and we want them to be healed as well. So that's going to take place Wednesday, April the 17th at 7:30 p.m. at Antioch Fellowship Church at 1207 East Howell Spring Road, right here in Florence. If you would like to volunteer at any time, please feel free to contact me. Our office is located on 702 South Court Street, right here in Florence, South Carolina, and we're in suite number 8. We can always use some help. As a matter of fact, I am seeking some help for someone to run my social media pages, because it is it's a handful whenever I'm managing other things. But if you are interested in just whatever you want to do, however you want to help in any kind of way, feel free to shoot me a message either on Facebook or on our website. Again, that website is onett.me. Other projects that we also have going on, I'm trying to wrap this up, is the Butterfly Effect, which is a mentoring program for girls ages 6 to 15. We meet with girls in Hartsville, Darlington, and Florence, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday evening for 12 weeks throughout the school semester. So we do have a spring semester and we have a fall semester. We're always looking for, female volunteers. We haven't started with the guys yet, but once we do, I'll let you know. But we are always looking for female volunteers who would like to be a mentor for our girls. So again, that's Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday in Hartsville, Darlington, and Florence. And we meet for an hour, and it's usually from 6:30 to 7:30. So let me know again if any girls are interested in becoming a mentor for our next semester, which will be in the fall. If you have any other questions, you can contact me at any time, like I said, through Facebook or through our website, again, onett.me. You can follow us on all social media outlets. We are on Instagram at _ONETT, as well as Twitter _ONETT. Again, congratulations, Miss Tylee. I am so proud of you for having this event. And remember, you do not have to allow your past to dictate who you are or who you become. You are strong, you are powerful, you are perfect just the way that you are. So continue to thrive, continue to be the best, and continue to be who God has created you to be. Have a good evening.